All right, folks, I have a car. I end up with a lot of these cars. I don't know why. I must really like them or something. But this is a 2003 Saturn Ion 3. Basically, that means it's got leather interior, lots of options, and it's a decent little car. Now, this is going to be a fantastic car for someone, especially if you're like a new driver or if you're you need like a good little commuter car, and the price is going to be phenomenal. Believe me, for a car of this age. But let's see if I can get the trunk. I know they have the trunk open, that's why. But yeah, it's got 243,147 miles. Yes, I know that's a lot of mileage, but the price will reflect the fact that it's got that mileage. But the best part is the thing still runs fantastic. And I've seen these things get damn near 300,000 miles, no problem. You got to take care of it, you know, change the oil, etc. But I mean, this car is actually in really fantastic shape. And as I said, it's loaded up for a Saturn with options. It's not a Mercedes with everything in the world, but believe me, it's got plenty of stuff. It's got the automatic day-night mirror. It's got the temperature, the compass on there, power windows. Here, we'll check those out. There's right rear, down, up. Right front passenger, down, up. We'll swing her on around here. That's your left rear window, down and up. And of course, the all-important driver's auto down and of course up. So it's got all that. It's got the power mirrors. Not looking too good on the driver's mirror. Let's see how the passenger mirror is. Yeah, I'm guessing it's going to need the switch. The switch feels kind of... Oh, wait, no, there we go. Ah, that's the important one to work. All right, so that's good. At least you got that one going up and down. All right, what else do we have? Up, horn. There we go. Let's check the wipers. There you go. Let's see what else. It's got air conditioning, which it's 25 degrees out. I can't demonstrate and test that for you, but I can definitely show you that the heat works, or at least describe to you in a minute what that is. It's got a radio. Let's check that out. Let's see, how do you tune this thing? Stupid sports radio. My nephew drives these Saturns. He loves these damn things, and he always listens to sport radio. All right, little Tom Petty for you there. Actually sounded pretty nice. So it's a CD. Oh, look at this. 6-disc changer and a cassette player. Pretty nice, pretty fancy stuff. You know, I mean, obviously the new ones are all MP3 whatnots, but hey, what the heck. Auxiliary power port down here. Delay wipers, power steering, factory fog lights. Just trying to think of what else this thing... You know, like I said, for a Saturn, this thing is, well, you know, it's got cruise control. Pretty nice. All right, let's go check out the rest of the car. I mean, the interior, is you'll see when I go around the car, you'll get a better view of it. The interior for a car with this mileage, it's spectacular how nice this car is. It's clean. It's not beat up. I mean, here's your driver's seat. Yeah, it's got a little bit of wear and tear and stuff. There's no rips, no tears really. And it's very comfortable sitting in that seat as well. So it's a nice place to be. All right, one of the beauties of a Saturn, of course, is that the body is primarily made out of plastic, and I'll go over the body with you once we get around to the other side. But I'm going to check your front tires, and just at a guess, I'm going to guess that's about half the tread is left. Nice Saturn aluminum alloy wheels. Rear tire actually feels way better than the front. That feels like almost newer, like, geez, I'd say 2/3 to 3/4 of the tread is left. Let's check this side. Some Michelin also. Oh yeah, that one's, they must have just replaced them because it's still got the casting rubber marks on it and everything. And the front, yeah, this is about halfway. So what I would do, if I were in your shoes, if you bought this car for the winter, I would put the rear wheels on the front. You want your best tread on the driving wheels. This is a front wheel drive car, hence you want the best tires on the front. But it's not really going to make that big of a difference, but that's me. I'm a little anal like that. All right, right front fender, no scratches. Obviously no dents or dings because it's plastic, but no cracks. All right, we'll open this side up here so you can see. I mean, look at how beautiful this car is. It's just, honestly, if you drove this car and you sat in it and looked at it and nobody told you the mileage, you'd say, oh, this car's got maybe 80, 100,000 miles on it. Because that's how clean and nice it is. Look at this passenger seat. I mean, holy cow. It's almost like brand new. It's like somebody must have just commuted in this car. Doesn't look like other people were actually ever in the damn thing. There's your, what do you call it? The headliner. All right, now I don't have to do the door jamb and under the door because there's not going to be any rust. Why? It's made out of plastic. Hooray for you. Here's your roof. Looks pretty nice. Now, a little dirty, but, you know, no major scratches. Right rear door's got one minor scratch, probably could be buffed out. I don't think I even buffed this car. Rear seat, wow, fantastic shape. Kind of what I expected. It's got a split fold down rear, of course. A little power point in the back for your passengers in the rear. And again, very, very clean, very, very nice. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Panel's beautiful. Right rear quarter panel, that's got a little bird poop on it, but other than that, you know, it looks pretty darn nice. Coming around to the back, the rear bumper, for whatever reason, is not beat up. It's not all scratched up like a lot of them are. Let's take a look-see underneath. There you go. And as I said, look, very spacious, nice trunk. You can see the split fold down seat, of course. Oh, look at this. This is cool. See, it's got these things here. You pull that, and that way you don't have to climb into the car to unlock the rear seats. You just use your package or whatever you're loading that's long, and it'll push the seat down for you. So that's one of those little convenience things they finally figured out. Looks like, oh, look at that. Yep, we got a spare tire. There's your jack. There's your tools. So everything's there. And of course, it looks like it almost has a brand new battery in it too. Wow, very nice. Now this part is metal, of course, the trunk lid. And no rust. Close that baby up. And actually, according to this, this is a Saturn Ion. Or if you want to say that's a little case I, but it looks like the I disappeared at some point. The rear deck, it's kind of tough to see in the sun, I know, but pretty nice. Left rear quarter panel, very nice and clean. Roof on this side, very nice and clean. I mean, this is actually a really surprisingly great shaped car. And again, like I said, this is going to be so cheap, you know, I should be able to sell this thing in a couple hours. That's how inexpensive it's going to be. And it's such a good runner, and it looks so nice. And I'll come up to this side here. There you go. Here's your dashboard on this side. I mean, really, the only visible wear actually is where your hand rides all the time. Other than that, this is a really nice car. Here's your driver's door panel. It's not all kicked in and beat up like a lot of them can be. All right, coming on here, that's your left front fender, beautiful. Coming around to the front. Look at the headlights, look nice and clean, nice and clear. Looks like one of them actually was replaced. Come down low a little bit. You can see, there you go. Again, not all beat up. Take a look underneath here. I don't know if you can see anything or not, but there you go. And now, of course, the heart and soul of any vehicle is the engine. And this has the 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine, tried and true motor by General Motors. They're fantastic, and this one is no different. Rev her up for you. So you can see it sounds pretty good. Looks like we might have a slight exhaust leak down there by the flex pipe. Just looks like I saw some exhaust coming out. But again, it's not really loud, so I don't know what the deal is with that. As you can see, nice clean antifreeze. There you go. All right, I'll close this up. The hood is made of metal, so it does have some stone chips, nothing major, but you know, they're there. And moving on up, like I said, we got a good New Jersey State inspection sticker until June of 2015. All right, and let's, oh, I know what I'm gonna do next. So back up a little bit, let you get a pretty good view of this baby while we're in the shade, and you'll get another, I'll walk around the car out in the sun as well, but it's just a little easier to video in the shade, especially the interior. But the most important thing is, how does the car run? I haven't put a lot of miles on this car. I don't really remember much about it. So you and I are gonna get to enjoy this car driving-wise together. All right, folks, we're gonna take it for a spin now. We'll go down the road and I'll describe you every little clunk and bang and noise and whatnot I hear. But the first thing I always like to do before I take a car for a ride like this is I like to start them when they're cold. And you saw it start, it was really cold out when I started this car, like 20 to 25 degrees. And you saw it started right up. Tiny little bit of smoke, I'll be honest, it did smoke a little bit, which is very typical of a higher mileage car, but not horrible. You're not fogging for mosquitoes. And now you're gonna get to see it start up after it's had a chance to warm up. So we'll do that right now. I hate these Saturns and these stupid keys, you gotta jiggle them. Yeah, so basically, as you can see, started right up. No issues, idles nice and smoothly, quietly, and no lights. Like I said, no check engine lights, none of that nonsense. All right, let's take her for a spin. Pretty good gas mileage car. You know, it's a 4-cylinder automatic transmission, so you know you're going to get decent gas mileage, but it's not horribly slow either. I mean, it's a good little car. I honestly would have no problem putting one of my children, one of my sons, into this car as his first car. I think it's nice looking. I think it runs decent. You know, it's not going to last forever, but it's a good car for a new driver. Especially since chances are most of them are going to like not take care of it and blow the motor up or smash it into a guardrail or something. So why spend a ton of money for a new driver? That's what I say. All right, heading down the road. Feels pretty good. Seems to handle nicely. Seems to be going straight. Hands off the wheel, as you can see. Going dead straight down the road, so no front end issues. Do hear a little clunkiness in it, but that is so typical of all Saturns. I don't care whether it's got 70,000 on it or 270,000. They're clunky. That just goes with the Saturn. All right, what we'll do is we'll turn around here. Oh, looks like it might need a directional bulb. I'm not sure which one, front or rear. When they click fast like that, that always tells you you have a bulb out. All right, there we go. Turn around and away we go. Front wheel drive, dual airbags. So, you know, relatively a safe little car. It's right on my feet. My feet are freezing. Nice heat coming out of the car. All right, now, seems to shift smoothly, nicely. We're doing over 50 miles an hour now. Car's going down the road. Pretty quiet, too. I tell you, these Ions are a real step up over the SLs as far as quietness and niceness. I'm going to do a brake test for you. Pretty much it's going to be a simple thing. All you can do as the viewer is keep your eye on the steering wheel. What you don't want to see is the steering wheel fly hard to the left, hard to the right. That tells you there's a brake balance issue. The rest of it I'm going to have to describe for you because you can't tell. Obviously, you're not riding in the back seat behind me, so I'll do my best to describe to you how it feels. The way I do this, I pull into this vacant lot right here, do about 20, 25 miles an hour, let go of the steering wheel on a patch of gravel and slam on the brakes. Here we go. Ready? Brake. Okay, now I don't know if you could hear that on the video. Here's the good news. If you notice, the steering wheel did a little dance like that. It's supposed to. That means the anti-lock braking system is working. That's the anti-lock brake pump and computer switching the braking power from wheel to wheel depending upon where the traction was. So especially for a new driver, especially in the winter time, that's a great feature to have. I love anti-lock brakes. The airbags are great and all if you get into an accident. But what I love about the anti-lock brakes is they help you stay out of an accident. So that's my opinion only, but that's how I feel about it. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a recap. This is a 2003 Saturn Ion, almost said SL, I'm so used to that. Saturn Ion 3, leather interior, power windows, you know, for an Ion, for a Saturn, lots of equipment. All right, and as I promised before, it has remote keyless entry, all that good stuff, cruise control. As I said before, we'll take a little walk around the outside of the car in the sun. It's got 243,148 miles on it, and obviously I'm going to reflect in the price, that mileage, of course. We'll take a look back. Now here's something odd, and I don't know why Saturn does this, and it's not just on this car. I've seen it on maroon cars, different colored Saturns. If you notice, see that arch, that pillar that goes up and over the car? They're all silver. I don't know why that is. I think it's kind of dumb. I think it should be body colored, but for whatever reason, they're silver. And you'll see it'll be exactly the same on the other side. Oh, looks like we had a little crack in the tail light there. No big deal. Yeah, as you can see, coming a little closer, it's silver, and I have no idea why, but whatever. That's Saturn's thing, I guess. Well, there you have it, folks. Very inexpensive, 2003 Saturn Ion, lots and lots and lots of little toys. Seems to run really well. I'm not going to say it's going to last you forever. You know, it's clunky, it's older, it's got a lot of miles. But you know what? For the price I'm going to be selling it for, fantastic car for the new driver or as a winter beater. And as I always do, I hope this goes to a good home, and I wish you all a happy new year.